Amy, video
It's
stop.
unmuted.
Wait.
There.
Oh. Okay.
Hello? You muted her.
No, I muted her.
You muted it.
No, look, it's unmute. It's I took it off. Hold on.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
We cannot hear you.
Hello, I'm sorry.
Okay. Now we can hear you.
Good morning, everyone. If everybody can just keep the on mute, please.
I cannot understand what you're saying.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
Maybe that was the supermarket for us.
Somebody else got cool.
Good morning. My name is Tony Gonzalez. I'm the judge of the Robstown Municipal Court. Our court coordinator, Crystal Martinez, we're having trouble with her audio, so I'm gonna talk to you first. First and foremost, I need everyone to have their computer or their device on mute. Some of y'all, I have the ability to mute you, and I've been muting you when you take it off. You need to keep it on mute because we can hear the background noise. Although you're not able to see everyone that's on this Zoom meeting, there are multiple individuals in the courtroom right now. So it's not just you talking to me, there are other people here. So I need everyone to have their device on mute so there isn't any background noise while I explain what's gonna happen here today. In addition, I need you to change the name on your device to show your legal name. So right now I'm looking at the screen. I see one that says iPhone. I see another one that says Samsung. I need it to reflect your name, okay? I think we only have maybe 2 individuals that it does not reflect their name, or if you're on somebody else's device and it has their name on it, you need to change it to your own name. That being said, today's date is December 21st, 2022. My name is Tony Gonzalez. I'm the judge of the Robstown Municipal Court. We are conducting today's proceedings once again via Zoom. Everything's being recorded live in the courtroom and broadcast live on the court's YouTube channel. I want to thank y'all for being here today. A lot more people were summoned to be here today and they didn't show up. You folks did. So I want to let you know that I thank you for that. Today's docket consists of the arraignment docket. All that means is that you're here for the first time to answer to your violation, okay? I'm gonna kind of let you know some rights that you have, and then I'm gonna let you inform you about some other housekeeping procedures regarding the court. And finally, I'm gonna kind of let you know how things are gonna proceed this morning, okay? These are, if you're in this courtroom here today, that means you've been charged with a Class C misdemeanor. The fines in these types of cases normally do not exceed $500. There is no chance of jail time in these cases. You have the right to have a jury determine your guilt or innocence. You can waive your right to a trial by jury, and you can have a trial before the court, which is me. You have the right to have an attorney represent you. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will not be appointed to you because there is no chance of jail time in these cases. But an attorney can help you understand the law, can help you understand procedure, and can help you make decisions regarding your case. If you choose to go forward without a lawyer, I'll have no choice but to hold you to the same standards as if you were an attorney. You also have the Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. You do not have to testify in your case against yourself. It's the state's burden to prove their case against you beyond a reasonable doubt. As you sit there today, you are innocent until proven guilty. Okay, does everyone understand these rights? Okay, that being said, some additional things I need to let you know. There are consequences beyond this courtroom on certain charges. For instance, a charge of driving without valid insurance not only will result in may result in a fine and court cost from this courtroom, but you may be subject to surcharges from the state of Texas. That is something I have no control over. If you have a question whether your particular charge is subject to some type of consequence beyond this courtroom, I strongly suggest you consult a lawyer. If you are not a United States citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest and a finding of guilt could affect your status in the United States. If you find yourself in this situation, I strongly suggest that you consult an attorney. Finally, if I order a fine and court costs be paid on your case and you are unable to meet that financial obligation, there are alternative means to meeting that obligation if you qualify. I could order community service, I can order an extended payment plan, or I can do a combination of those things, okay? The thing to know is that just because you find yourself in a position where you are unable to pay, there are other ways to meet that obligation. You just have to let me know. There is an application that can be filled out, and if you let me know, we'll send it to you. We will set a court hearing, and if I find that you meet, if you meet the standards or if you qualify, I can issue those alternative means or order those alternative means of payment, okay? The way things are gonna go here today, I'm gonna call the individual cases. When you hear your name called, I'm gonna ask that you unmute your microphone. I'm gonna ask you to raise your right hand, and then I'm gonna swear you in. After I swear you in, I'm gonna let you know what you're being charged with. I'm then gonna ask you, how do you plead? You're gonna have three choices. You can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. A plea of guilty and a plea of no contest are essentially the same thing, and that I will find you guilty. The only difference is that when you plead no contest, what you're telling the court is that you're not saying you committed the offense, you're not saying you didn't commit the offense. What you're telling the court is that you're not contesting the matter, and that there is in fact enough evidence before the court to substantiate a finding of guilt. On either of those two pleas, I will accept your plea of guilty and we will go to the sentencing portion of the case, okay? If you plead not guilty, we will then set your case for a pretrial. At that pretrial, the attorney representing the state of Texas will be present, and in our courtroom, that individual's name is Epi Isasi. He will be present, and you will have the opportunity to speak to the state's attorney regarding your case. A lot of time people come to today's proceedings prepared to talk to the judge about their case. They want to talk to the judge about certain defenses that they may have. They want to talk to the judge about certain excuses that they may have. And although I would love to talk to you about your case, I am not allowed to by law. The only time I can hear the facts of your case without the prosecutor being present is if you enter a plea of guilty and no contest, and at the sentencing portion of the case, you want to let me know certain things, I will be more than happy to hear whatever you have to say. And of course, at the trial of the matter, I can listen to evidence regarding your case. However, the prosecutor can talk to you about your case. You can talk to him about any defenses you may have, any excuses you may want him to consider, any evidence you may want him to consider. He is able to speak to you about that because he is the one bringing the case on behalf of the state of Texas. The prosecutor has the ability to recommend a plea bargain agreement to the court. The prosecutor also has the ability to dismiss or recommend dismissal of a case if he so chooses, if he believes that there is, if it's warranted, okay? So speaking to the prosecutor is always a good thing because if you are unable to come to an agreement with the prosecutor, it doesn't affect you in any way. You still have the ability to have a trial on your case. And if you are unable to come to some type of agreement with the prosecutor, then we will set you for a trial. And that's going to be your choice, whether you have a trial before a jury or a trial before the court, which will be me. Okay. So we're going to get started here in a minute. I ask y'all to be patient. Normally you would be waiting here in my courtroom for your case to be called. So the silver lining of being able to appear via Zoom is that you are in the comfort of your own home, in the comfort of your vehicle, or in the comfort of at your work, able to wait and for your case to be called. And in the meantime, you're able to multitask or do whatever you need to do. Normally, like I said, you'd be sitting in this courtroom in the city of Robstown, waiting for your case to be called. Okay, so I ask for your patience until your case is called. Okay. Are there any questions before I get started? Okay. Is there, I know I should have asked this at the beginning, but I'll ask it now. Is there anyone that does not speak English? Okay. All right. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and call the first case. Court calls number 2207-004048, State of Texas versus Rolando Torres. Rolando Torres. Mr. Torres.
Yes, sir.
Can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, but so help you God?
I do.
Okay, you can put your hand down. You are Rolando Torres?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Torres, you are charged with the violation of changing lanes when unsafe. This is alleged to have occurred on or about November 25th, 2022 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. Are you aware of this charge?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
As to the charge of changing lanes when unsafe, alleged to have occurred on November 25th, 2022 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. As to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
The court will accept your plea of guilty. Mr. Torres, this involved an accident, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me the status? Is that being taken care of by your insurance company?
I've contacted my adjuster, and he's taking care of it.
Okay, so the other person's damages,
Yes.
that's all being resolved by way of your insurance. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Torres, I'm gonna place you on 90 days deferred disposition, and I'm gonna explain what that is here in a minute.
Okay.
It's gonna be a fine of $139.90, costs of $150, for a total of $289.90.
Okay.
I'm also going to require that you do a driving safety course online because of the accidents.
Driving safety.
Okay. You do all this, you get it paid within 90 days, and the case gets dismissed, Mr. Torres.
Okay.
That's what deferred disposition means. It means that I'm deferring a finding of guilt during this time period. And if you do what I ask you to do and you pay what I ask you to pay, the case gets dismissed. Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
As far as I'm sorry, as far as that online driving safety course, that's how does that work? I have to-
you just go to, there's a number of programs that you can find online. You can do a search for Texas driving safety course. They run about anywhere from $25 to $35. You take the course, make sure it's a course, and most of them will, if they're legitimate, they'll give you a certificate. You just print out that certificate, you bring it in, and that will fulfill your obligation of the course. Okay.
do I mail it in, or I have to go present it in person?
You can email it, you can mail it. If you talk to the clerks up front, they'll tell you the different ways of being able to comply with that.
Okay.
Now, as far as the fine and court cost of $289.90, are you able to pay that today?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then let me do this, Mr. Torres. Let me also get a phone number for you, please.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm ready.
I need your phone number.
Mine. Sorry. And area code 956
Yes, sir.
456 3378.
Okay. And you're still at 1501 East Stenger Street?
San Benito, Texas 78588.
Yes, sir. Okay. Yes, on that citation, you should have the phone number of the Robstown Municipal Court. If you don't, that number is 361-387-4589. And it's option number 4 that you push. Okay. So
I've been calling before, but I've been having problems with the it doesn't take on my cell phone. It doesn't take that option 4 or any of the options. I'm gonna see if I can from work and see if on a regular
if you
phone.
can get another phone, but if you'll talk to the clerks, because there's also some paperwork that you need to sign off on so that today's plea will be valid. Okay, that's the other thing. For those of you that don't live out of town, I'm going to ask that you come into the court to sign off on your paperwork. And if you don't come into the court to sign off on your paperwork or make arrangements with the clerks to email you the paperwork and get it in, it will be as if you did not appear here today, and a warrant for your arrest will go out. So it's important that we get those signatures on the paperwork. Okay. So Mr. Torres, yes, if you can just call the court from another phone here, either by sometime today or at the latest tomorrow, so we can get you situated. Okay. Any questions, Mr. Torres?
No, that's it. Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and excuse you.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Court calls clause number 2207003-634, State of Texas versus Aaron Lee Aguirre. Aaron
sir.
Lee Aguirre. Okay, Mr. Aguirre, please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay, you can put your hand down. You are Aaron Lee Aguirre?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Aguirre, you are charged with the offense of public intoxication alleged to have occurred on or about November 7th, 2022 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. Are you aware of this charge?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
As to the charge of public intoxication alleged to have occurred on or about November 7th, 2022 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, as to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
The court will accept your plea of guilty. Crystal, can you check if Mr. Aguirre has any other PIs in the court?
Yes, sir. Let me check.
Just this one? Okay. Okay, Mr. Aguirre, I'm gonna place you on 90 days deferred disposition. It's gonna be a fine of $230, cost of $81, for a total of $311. I'm also gonna require that you do an alcohol awareness course online. 4 hours, okay?
Sure.
That needs to be done within the 90-day deferral period, okay?
Okay.
The $311, can you pay that today?
Sure.
Excuse me?
No, sir.
By when can you pay that?
I'll probably next week or so.
Okay, what I'll do, Mr. Aida, I'm gonna put here, for 30 days. Okay, I'll give you 30 days. I know we're in the holidays right now, and everything's kind of shutting down and people getting ready. So
Okay.
I'll give you 30 days to get that taken care of. If you are unable to meet that obligation, like I said, Mr. Aguirre, there is a form here at the court that you can request, and we'll set you for a hearing to do something, an alternative means of payment. Okay.
Okay.
I need a phone number for you, Mr. Aguirre.
361-453-5322.
Are you still at 416 East Avenue E?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, Mr. Aguirre, I need you to come by the court sometime today. Normally I would say, latest tomorrow, but tomorrow, I don't know, we got some bad weather coming in, so try to make it today, okay?
Okay.
All right, sir. I'm gonna go ahead and excuse you.
Thank you.
Court calls cause number 2207-003-632, State of Texas versus Jose Jesus Flores. Jose Jesus Flores. Jose Jesus Flores. Court calls cause number 2207-004064, State of Texas versus Rogelio Rodriguez. Rogelio Rodriguez. Rogelio Rodriguez.
Sir, that last, was it for Joel Flores?
No, it was Jose Jesus Flores.
Okay.
It's a public intoxication charge.
No.
Okay. Court calls cause number 2207-004-063, State of Texas versus Priscilla Tejerina. Priscilla Tejerina. Priscilla Tejerina. Court calls cause number 2207-004-089, State of Texas versus Nancy Reyes. Nancy Reyes. Ms. Reyes, I think I see you in.
Yes, I'm right here. I'm sorry, I just can't put the camera on. I don't know how.
Okay, then, I need to, well, I'll come back to you, Ms. Reyes, because I need to be able to see you.
Okay, I'll work on it then. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Court calls cause number 2207-004-062, State of Texas versus Isaías Robledo. Isaías Robledo. Isaías Robledo. Court calls cause number 2207-004-061, State of Texas versus Luis Garcia Jr. Luis Garcia Jr. Luis Garcia Jr. Court calls cause number 2207-003-637, State of Texas versus Johnny Cruz Herrera. Johnny Cruz Herrera. Johnny Cruz Herrera. Court call number 2207-003-638, State of Texas versus Johnny Garza. Johnny Garza. Johnny Garza. Court calls number 2207-003-640. Once again, State of Texas versus Johnny Garza. Johnny Garza. Johnny Garza. Court calls number 2207-003-639, State of Texas versus Juan Contreras. Juan Contreras. Juan Contreras. Court calls number 2207-003-633, State of Texas versus Daniel Barrial. Daniel Barrial. Daniel Barrial. Court calls number 2207-004-087, State of Texas versus Melissa Cabrera. Melissa Cabrera. Melissa Cabrera. Court calls. Court calls number 2207-004-086, State of Texas versus Joel Flores. Mr. Flores?
Right here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you please raise
Okay.
your hand? Please raise your right hand, Mr. Flores.
Oh, yes, sir.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
You are Joel Flores?
Yes, sir.
You can put your hand down, Mr. Flores. Mr. Flores, you are charged with the offense of assault by contact family violence alleged to have occurred on or about November 26, 2022 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. Are you aware of this charge?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand it?
Yes.
Okay, before I proceed, I am required by law to read you the following admonishment. If you are convicted of a misdemeanor offense involving violence where you are or were a spouse, intimate partner, parent, or guardian of the victim, or are or were involved in another similar relationship with the victim, it may be unlawful for you to possess or purchase a firearm, including a handgun or long gun, or any ammunition pursuant to federal law under 18 U.S.C. Section 922 G9 or Section 46.04B of the Texas Penal Code. If you have any questions whether these laws make it illegal for you to access or purchase a firearm, you should consult an attorney. Okay, Mr. Flores. As to the charge of assault, family violence alleged to have occurred on or about November 26, 2022 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, where the complaining witness is Ana Zavala. As to that charge, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
The court will accept your plea of not guilty. Now, Mr. Flores, if there has to be a trial on this matter, do you want it before the court or do you want it in front of a jury?
The court.
Can I have a good phone number for you, Mr. Flores?
Yes, sir. It is 361-737-7640.
And are you still at 702 Northview Court in Robstown?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, Mr. Flores, you will be receiving by mail a notice of pretrial where you'll have an opportunity to speak to the prosecutor. In the meantime, I need you to come by the Robstown Municipal Court by end of today to sign off on your plea paperwork. Once again, if you do not make it in to sign off on that paperwork, a warrant for your arrest could be issued.
All right, thank you, sir.
All right, you are excused. Court calls cause number 2207003-636, State of Texas versus Rogelio Rojas. Rogelio Rojas. Rogelio Rojas.
I'm right here. Right here.
Okay, Mr. Rojas, please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Mr. Rojas, charged with the offense of assault, family violence alleged to have occurred on or about November 14, 2022 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, where the complaining witness is Nicole Langdon. Are you aware of these charges?
Yes.
I'm right here, Your Honor.
Okay, I need him in the screen, please. And do you understand them? Sir, do you understand what you're being charged with? Okay.
Yes.
Before I proceed, I'm required by law to read the following admonishment. If you are convicted of a misdemeanor offense involving violence where you are or were a spouse, intimate partner, parent, or guardian of the victim, or are or were involved in another relationship with the victim, it may be unlawful for you to possess or purchase a firearm, including a handgun or long gun, or any ammunition pursuant to federal law under 18 U.S.C. Section 922 G9 or Section 46.04B of the Texas Penal Code. If you have any questions whether these laws make it illegal for you to access or purchase a firearm, you should consult an attorney. Do you understand this?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Rojas. As to the charge of assault, family violence alleged to have occurred on or about the 14th day of November 2022 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, for the complaining witness is Nicole Langdon. As to that charge, how do you plead?
Not guilty, not guilty.
The court will accept your plea of not guilty. We're going to set this matter for a pretrial, Mr. Rojas. If you have to have a trial,
Your Honor, can I speak? Because they told me to speak to you when I came in to try to speak to you prior to this. The lieutenant wasn't supposed to send the file over. He was supposed to handle the matter.
Ms. Langdon, hold on. This is not the time for this at all. He's pleading not guilty. He's going to have a pretrial. At that pretrial, there will be a prosecutor present. Mr. Rojas, if you want the prosecutor to consider anything that Ms. Langdon has to say, at that time, you can have her come in and speak to the prosecutor. And
Yeah, because I'm dismissing the charges.
and then he can listen to the charge, okay? And just so
Thank
y'all
you.
know, and just so everybody can know, these charges are brought on by the state of Texas. They're not brought on by individuals, okay? So it's the state bringing the case on behalf of the state of Texas, okay? They consider the individuals what they want to do, but ultimately it's the state that decides whether the case goes forward or not, okay? So just for
Yeah, Roger just shouldn't be in the situation to begin with.
so
Okay.
Mr.
you, sir.
Rojas,
Yes,
if you have to have a trial on the matter, you want it before the court or in front of a jury?
just the court.
Okay. All right, Mr. Rojas, let me have can you give me a good phone number?
Yes, it's 361-444-4293.
Okay, and are you still at 537 West Avenue F in Robstown?
No, it's 538 West Avenue F.
538, okay. Let me make that correction. Crystal, you got that, Crystal?
Yes, sir, I got it.
Okay. Okay,
Your
Mr.
Honor, do I need to go down to the prosecutor's office to sign off on this, or?
Ma'am, Mr. Rojas is going to get notice of a pretrial date. On that date, the prosecutor will be present. We do not have a prosecutor that's here all the time. He is a private practice attorney. He comes on pretrial dates. On that date that Mr. Rojas receives his notice, he will be present. And then that day you can come and speak to him, Ms. Landon.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay. All right, Mr. Rojas, you just need to come by the court at some point today to sign off on your plea paperwork, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Rojas. I'm gonna go ahead and
Yes, sir.
excuse
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Court calls number 22070036441, State of Texas versus April Ornelas Diaz.
Hello,
Good morning, Ms. Diaz. Can you please raise your right hand?
yes,
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
yes, I do.
Okay, you can put your hand down. You are April Diaz, correct?
Yes,
Ms. Diaz, you are charged with the offense of assault family violence alleged to have occurred on or about November 10th, 2022 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, where the complaining witness is Tony Diaz. Are you aware of this charge?
yes,
And do you understand it?
yes.
Okay. Before I go forward, I am required by law to read you the following admonishment. If you are convicted of a misdemeanor offense involving violence where you are or were a spouse, intimate partner, parent, or guardian of the victim, or are or were involved in another similar relationship with the victim, it may be unlawful for you to possess or purchase a firearm, including a handgun or long gun, or any ammunition pursuant to federal law under 18 U.S.C. Section 922 G9 or Section 46.04B of the Texas Penal Code. If you have any questions, whether any of these laws make it illegal for you to access or purchase a firearm, you should consult an attorney.
Okay,
Ms. Diaz, as to the charge of assault family violence alleged to have occurred on or about November 10th, 2022 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, where the complaining witness is Tony Diaz. As to that charge, how do you plead?
not guilty.
The court will accept your plea of not guilty. Yes, if there has to be a trial on this matter, do you want to have a trial before the court or a trial in front of a jury?
Just the court.
And can I get a good phone number for you, Ms. Diaz?
Yes, 361-799-8258.
And are you still at 305 Main Street in Robstown?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, Ms. Diaz, you're going to receive a notice for a pretrial on that date. Just if you can be present, along with if you have any witnesses or any evidence that you want the prosecutor to consider.
Yes.
Okay, then we will see you on the date. Any questions before I let you go?
No. Would this be on Zoom or will we go in?
It'll be on Zoom.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank
Very
you.
much. Yes, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Cause number 2207003-642, State of Texas versus Jeffrey Stafford. Jeffrey Stafford. Miss Savannah Cisneros. Can you unmute yourself?
Hello,
Hello, how old are you, Miss Cisneros?
I'm 20.
Okay. All right. All right. Court calls cause number 22070044090. State of Texas versus Savannah Cisneros. Can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes,
You can put your hand down. Ms. Cisneros, you are charged with the offense. I mean, you are Savannah Cisneros, correct?
yes,
You are charged with the offense of violating section 161.083 of the Health and Safety Code, where you're accused of selling cigarettes or tobacco products to a person younger. It says younger than 30 years old here, so I'm reading it as they put it. I think the age is 21, but it says younger than 30. Are you aware of this charge?
yes, I am.
And do you understand it?
Yes,
As to the charge of selling, violating section 161.083 of the Health and Safety Code, selling of tobacco products to a minor, how do you think?
no contest.
The court will accept your plea of no contest. Ms. Cisneros, where are you employed at?
Snappies.
You ever been charged with this type of charge before?
No,
It's the first time?
yes,
Okay. I imagine now you're gonna be a little bit more vigilant, correct? And
yes,
making
sir.
sure, because sometimes people look older than what they are, right?
Yeah, but I shouldn't assume that. I should always check.
Yeah, you'll take this hopefully as a learning experience. What Cisneros place you on 90 days deferred disposition It's gonna be a fine of $250, cost of $76, $326. You pay what you have to pay, Mrs. Nettles, and you don't get in trouble in the next 90 days and the case gets dismissed. Okay? When can you pay the 326, or can you pay the 326?
I can't do it today.
Okay. If I give you 30 days, you tell me, do you need 30, 60, 90 days? You need to 60 days? Okay, I'm gonna give you 60 days to pay that. 60 days comes and you're not fully paid, like, once again, an application you can fill out, and we have a hearing to consider some alternative means, okay?
Okay,
You can always, like, if you want to bring in overtime, okay, between now and the 60 days, that you're also able to do that, okay?
okay.
All right, what's a good phone number for you, Mrs. Nettles?
061-726-2963.
And are you? What's they have for you? Are you at 4613 Constant Street in Corpus?
No, that was an old address of mine on my ID. I live at,
Go ahead.
my new address is 1400 Bauer Road, apartment 290.
Is that in Robstown?
Yes.
Okay, Mrs. Nettles, I need you to come by the Robstown Municipal Court by the end of today so you can sign off on your paperwork, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
But how come? Don't leave. I want to see the.
Okay, Ms. Reyes, it looks like you got your camera going.
Yes, sir.
Okay, court cause number 2207-004088 and 2207-004089, State of Texas versus Nancy Vargas Reyes. Can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay. You are Nancy Vargas Reyes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ms. Reyes, we're gonna go with each one of these one by one.
There's 2 charges.
Yes, ma'am.
One.
You are charged with the offense of the sale of cigarettes or tobacco products to a person younger than 30 years of age, alleged to have occurred on or about November 12, 2022 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, in violation of 161.083 of the Health and Safety Code of Texas. Are you aware of this charge?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand it?
I do.
As to the charge of violation of Health and Safety Code Section 161.083, the sale of cigarettes or tobacco products to a minor, as to that charge, how do you plead?
Not guilty because I didn't sell to any minors.
Okay, that's fine. The court will accept your plea of not guilty. And Ms. Reyes, if you have to have a trial on the matter, do you want a trial before the court or a trial in front of a jury?
The court.
And can I have a good phone number for you, Ms. Reyes?
361-252-6798.
And are you still at 419 McGee Lane?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, then, I'm gonna go ahead and read the next one to you, okay?
Okay.
All right, court calls cause number 2207004-089. Once again, State of Texas versus Nancy Vargas Reyes. Ms. Reyes, you're already under oath. In this case, Ms. Reyes, you are charged with the offense of once again selling, violating 161.086 of the Health and Safety Code, where you are accused of I'm going to read what this says, Ms. Reyes, because it just kind of doesn't really. 161.086, where vendor assisted sales required when you, Nancy Reyes, told an underage to get their own tobacco.
He was not underage.
No,
And
I understand that. Are you also pleading not guilty to that, Ms.?
not guilty.
Okay. The court will accept your plea of not guilty on that charge also. Ms. Reyes, you're gonna get a notice by mail of a pretrial. It'll be the way we're doing it here today. But on that day, Mr. Epi Sassi will be here representing the state of Texas. At that time, you'll be able to talk to him regarding your case. You can explain to him your side, and then we'll see if y'all can come to some type of resolution. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Reyes, you have any questions before I let you go?
No, none at all. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Yeah, I'm allowing them.
Oh, can you hear me? Okay, I'm signed into two devices because I will.
Okay, everyone that I just let into the courtroom, I ask that you please mute your microphones. It's now 11 o'clock a.m. Miss Jennifer Bogan, I know you were in here. I saw earlier, but somehow you got kicked out, so you had to wait with everyone else that made it late to court. I'm going to ask that you change the name on your device to reflect your legal name. Right now, I see devices that say Samsung Galaxy, Samsung SM. I need your name on the device, okay? I'm going to continue with my docket. Miss Bogan, if you can unmute yourself and put yourself on the screen.
I unmuted it, and I believe I'm on the screen. I see myself and I see you.
Okay, I guess you're on two devices, Ms. Bogan?
Well, I thought I signed out on that one. I signed in from a tablet whenever I first joined, and for some reason it
Ms. Bogan, I see that you're muted. I think you're having some difficulties, Miss. You're having some difficulties. Crystal, I think she's, we need to try to contact her maybe via phone.
Let me call her, Judge.
I know that I have one of the minor defendants in here, Mr. Ramon, who I'll be with you shortly. I can't take your case up till the very end because you are a minor. Ma'am, with the Samsung SM, I don't know. We are unable to hear you.
Jennifer Bogan.
Yeah, Ms. Bogan, I think you're having trouble with your audio.
Okay, sir, let me sign back in through my tablet.
Okay. Well, right there, I'm able to hear you now, Ms. Bogan.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Because, yeah, I was driving. I have somebody else driving for me. And I'm like, okay, I need to get closer to the street where I have better service.
Okay, so I'm able to hear you now and see you. So we're going to go forward with your case. I know you were in here earlier and you were on time, so I do appreciate that. Court calls number 2207-003-573 and 2207-003-574, State of Texas versus Jennifer Bogan. Ms. Bogan, please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can put your hand down. You are Jennifer Bogan, correct?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Bogan, you were here earlier. Were you able to hear when I gave everybody the admonishments as far as your choices on how to plea and what your rights are? Were you able to hear that?
No, sir, but I do understand them.
Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and go over them again because there are other people in the courtroom. I'm going to have to do it anyway.
Yes, sir.
These are all Class C misdemeanors with fines that normally do not exceed $500. You have the right to have a jury determine your guilt or innocence. You can waive your right to a trial by jury, and you can have a trial before the court, which is me. You have the right to have an attorney represent you. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will not be appointed to you because there is no chance of jail time in these cases. But an attorney can help you understand the law, could help you understand procedure, and can help you understand and can help you make decisions regarding your case. If you choose to go forward without a lawyer, I have no choice but to hold you to the same standards as if you were an attorney. You also have the Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. You do not have to testify in your case against yourself. It's the state's burden to prove their case against you beyond a reasonable doubt. As you sit there today, you are innocent until proven guilty. Okay? There are consequences beyond this courtroom on certain cases. For instance, driving without insurance could result in surcharges from the state of Texas that I have no control over. If you have a question whether your particular charge has consequences beyond this courtroom, I strongly suggest you consult an attorney. If you are not a United States citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest could affect your status in the United States. If you're finding yourself in this position, I strongly recommend you consult an attorney. Finally, if you are unable to meet your financial obligation, if I order a fine and court costs be paid, there are other ways to meet that obligation. There is a application that you can fill out. We will have a hearing before the court. And if you qualify, I can put you on an extended payment plan. I can put you on community service or a combination of those things, okay? All right, that being said, Ms. Bogan, you are charged with 2 counts. The first being driving while license suspended. That is alleged to have occurred on or about November 13th, 2022 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. And you are also charged with possession of drug paraphernalia. That is alleged to have occurred on or about November 13th, 2022 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. Are you aware of both these charges?
I'm aware of them.
Okay, and do you understand them?
I understand them.
Okay. As to the first charge, Ms. Bogan, driving while license suspended, alleged to have occurred on or about November 13th, 2022 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. As to that charge, how do you plead?
No contest, sir.
Okay, the court will accept your plea of no contest. And as to the charge of possession of drug paraphernalia, and just to be clear, you are charged, the drug paraphernalia that they put on here, all it says is reddish, pinkish colored strands.
I'm sorry.
That's all it says. It says 2 reddish, pinkish colored strands. That's the drug paraphernalia that they are saying that you have.
Yeah, yes, sir. And I was very confused. I don't know if I'm allowed to give you my statement on this.
No, unfortunately, right now, Ms. Bogan, all I can do is take your plea, but
Not guilty.
yeah, I can see how you'd want to talk to somebody regarding this, and with the plea of not guilty, you'll be able to speak to a prosecutor, and he'll be able to
Also,
see.
sir,
Yes, ma'am.
my ticket says that, I allowed to get a search. I gave them a search. He kind of really pressured me into the search. And
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I smoke weed. Okay. I do smoke weed every once in a while. I was a little nervous about the search because of maybe there might be a small roach around somewhere and they might find it. But I allowed the search, and now his way of doing it.
Ms. Bogan, I'm gonna stop you right there, and I understand your concerns. Right now, I can't listen to any of that, but you can talk to the prosecutor about it, right? And with regard to searches, I mean, there are certain documents, motions that can be filed that I can then listen to, say, for instance, a motion to suppress evidence, right? But right now, I can't listen to that, okay? But I'm gonna put you down as a plea of not guilty on that charge. That's my understanding of what you want to do, correct?
Yes, sir. And also, do you have a copy of the ticket?
Yeah, you can, when you come in to sign off on your plea, the clerks can give you a copy of that, okay?
No, sir. I have the copy, and it says search, search, yes, allowed. And
No,
then it says contraband, no.
Ms. Bogan, I get what you're saying. I can't look at that right now, but I understand your
I'm
concern.
sorry. Okay.
And you'll be able to speak to the prosecutor regarding that, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
On the not guilty, if you have to have a trial on the matter, Ms. Bogan, do you want it before a judge or in front of the jury?
In front of the judge is fine.
Okay, so on that charge, you'll be receiving a notice. Let me make sure, are you still at 4228 FM 666?
Yes, sir. But unfortunately, I don't get mail there. They don't deliver mail service.
Okay, so where do you receive your mail?
4921 County Road 30, Robstown, Texas.
Okay, all right, we got you down for that. And you'll receive a notice of your pretrial. It'll be in this format, but there will be a prosecutor on the Zoom that you'll be able to speak to. Okay, Ms. Bogan? With regards to the driving while license suspended, you've entered a plea of no contest on that charge. Tell me what's going on with your license.
Yeah, yes, sir. I got pulled over not too long ago going down 666 and for speeding. And he told me that my license was expired, which I was aware of. It was during COVID. I was trying to get it renewed. It was eligible for renewal at that time. And he still gave me a ticket. He said that I could go to court and bring in a new license that's not expired because it was eligible. Well, he also gave me a ticket for the speeding. And I mean, I think I was 5 over. Then whenever I got pulled over again, going down that same road for speeding, I was on the phone and I was in an argument with my boyfriend, whatever. And the cop was like, your license is expired. It was still expired at the time. And he said that it was eligible for renewal. And he had looked on his he looked and the DMV had sent me, or the DPS in Austin had sent me my license for renewal because I had done it online, and I thought it just didn't go through because and I thought maybe it went to my ex-husband's mailbox. It was our mailbox, our PO box in Portland. But it turned out that the post office had sent it back. And this is on record. The state trooper told me this. And I'm like, okay, wow. He's like, I'm going to give you a chance to take care of this, call them, blah, blah. Well, I really meant to go try and renew it again in person in Cow Island, but it's like walk-in only, or I tried making an appointment online. It won't let me make an appointment to renew for some reason. It won't give me that option. It won't light up. So whenever I'm like, man, I got to try and get there before work and take off work, and I got to have the money to do it. And I just been negligent, and I just never did it. So whenever I got pulled over this last time in Rocktown, it had turned out that the license became suspended because I had got a ticket for it being invalid. It was expired. So it turns out that you automatically get a license suspended when you get that type of ticket. And I did not know that. So I did not know that my license was suspended the whole time. So I got a ticket for license suspended.
Okay. All right. Well, you need to try to take care of
Just
it.
a mess.
Okay. I'm going to place you on 90 days deferred disposition on that one. Okay. What that means is that you're going to be on a type of probation. You don't have to report anywhere, but don't get any other violations. The fine on this is $110. And the costs are $81 for a total of $191, okay? By when can you pay this, Ms. Bogan?
Sir, I mean, I can ask for a bigger Christmas, maybe a Christmas bonus, but is there any way that you said earlier I could fill out a paperwork?
There's an application you can fill out for an extended payment plan or for community service. I can place you on 90 days deferred disposition, which I did. I can give you to the end of the 90-day period to pay it off, okay? That'll give you 3 months to pay it off. You can do that without the paperwork. If you want to go beyond that, then you'll need to come do the paperwork.
The thing is, you know, the gas is really bad right now. Living in Banketti, it's hard to go back and forth to work and save money. I can give my time though, and I work hard, so I don't mind doing community. I would really appreciate if I could do community service.
Okay, well, then we're going to have you do this. You're going to come in when you got to sign off on your plea paperwork today, and they'll give you the application. You can fill it out, and they'll set you up for a it's called an indigency hearing, and we'll have that. Okay. In the meantime, I have to put something on the order. I'm giving you 90 days to pay it, but once we get that application and have the hearing, then a new order will go into place if in fact you qualify. Okay.
Yes, sir. And I just tell the lady at the desk at the place across the street from HEB. I mean, across the.
It's close to HEB. Yeah, it's
HEB?
City Hall. It's at City Hall. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, then we'll see you here later on. Okay.
Thank you very much, Judge.
Thank you.
I hope you have a good day.
You too.
Do I sign off?
Yeah, you can sign off.
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay. I need ma'am with the Samsung. Can you tell me your name? You need to take it off mute, ma'am.
Unmute.
There you go. I can hear you now.
Okay.
What's your name, ma'am?
Melissa Cabrera. Ugh. Excuse me.
Okay. Court calls number 2207-004087, State of Texas versus Melissa Garcia Cabrera. Can you please raise your right hand? Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so I hope you got it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can put your hand down. You are Melissa Garcia Cabrera?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ms. Cabrera, you are charged with the offense of assault by contact alleged to have occurred on or about November 3rd, 2022 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, where you are accused of striking Juliana Vela on the side, on the left side of her face with a beer bottle. Are you aware of that charge?
I'm aware of it, sir.
And do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
As to the charge of assault by contact alleged to have occurred on or about November 3rd, 2022 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, as to that charge, how do you plead?
I was defending my daughter.
Okay, let me,
Okay.
and you weren't on here earlier. You have three choices.
Okay.
You can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. A plea of guilty and no contest are the same thing, and that I will find you guilty and go to the punishment portion of the case. If you plead not guilty, we'll set you up for a pretrial. At that pretrial, the prosecutor who represents the state of Texas, in this case, his name is Epi Sasi, he'll be present, and you can discuss any defenses you may have, which you already told me. It sounds like you were saying that you have a claim of self-defense or a defense of others. And you can discuss that with him, and if he feels the case is warranted, he can dismiss it or recommend dismissal if he chooses, okay?
Okay.
So are you pleading not guilty?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the court will accept your plea of not guilty. We'll have to set this for pretrial and then a trial. If you have to have a trial, Ms. Cabrera, do you want it before the judge or before the jury?
The judge is fine.
Okay, Ms. Cabrera, can you give me a phone number, please?
361 225 1503.
And are you still at 330 North 3rd Street in Robstown?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ms. Cabrera. I just need you to come by by City Hall to the court, sign off the paperwork by the end of the day, okay?
Till what time do I have, sir?
Till 5 o'clock.
Okay, I will be there.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, how do I come up?
Okay, Miss Ramon. I have you here. I know I have you here.
No.
Crystal, do you have Miss Ramon's file or do I have it? Okay, court calls number 2207-003033, State of Texas versus Athena Ramon. Miss Ramon, is your parent there with you?
Yes, sir. I'm right here, Judge.
Okay. Let me have y'all both raise your right hand, please. Do y'all swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can put your hands down. Mom, can you please state your name for the record?
Emily Leal.
Okay, Ms. Leal, you are mother to Athena Ramon?
Yes.
Okay. Ms. Ramon, you are charged with the offense of assault by contact family violence.
Yes, sir.
Alleged to have occurred on or about October 13th, 2022 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. Are you aware of that charge?
Yes, sir.
And you understand it?
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Ramon, I'm required by law to read the following to you before I go forward. If you are convicted of a misdemeanor offense involving violence where you are or were a spouse, intimate partner, parent, or guardian of the victim, or are or were involved in a similar relationship with the victim, it may be unlawful for you to possess or purchase a firearm, including a handgun or long gun, or any ammunition pursuant to federal law under 18 U.S.C. Section 922 G9 or Section 46.04B of the Texas Penal Code. If you have any questions whether these laws make it illegal for you to access or purchase a firearm, you should consult an attorney. Okay, Ms. Ramon, you are charged with the offense of assault family violence where you are accused of pulling the hair of Emily Maria Liag on or about October 13th, 2022 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. Are you aware of that charge?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. As to the charge of assault family violence, where you are accused of pulling Emily Maria Lial's hair on or about the 13th day of October 2022 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. As to that charge, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Don't look at me.
And just to
If you
let you
don't
know,
understand them, he can explain it to you.
Ms. Lial,
Yes.
just so y'all know, I don't know if I explained it earlier, if you plead guilty or no contest, then we'll go to the punishment portion of the case. If you plead not guilty, then she'll be able to, and you will be able to speak to the prosecutor, Mr. Isasi, who has the ability to listen to any evidence. Who's Emily Lial?
That's me, Judge. Her mom.
Okay. You can speak to the prosecutor, Ms. Lial, if you want him to consider anything else or your wishes at that time. If you he can talk to you about that. He has the ability to dismiss a case if he chooses, or there's a number of other things. Okay, I just want to make sure you're aware of that. So that being Ms. Ramon, as to the charge of assault family violence on or about October 13, 2022 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, how do you plead?
Judge, can you explain to her what those three things are?
Okay. If you plead not guilty, you'll be able to talk to the prosecutor, you and your mom,
Again.
and decide, talk to him about what to do on the case. Okay. He can dismiss the case if he so chooses, after talking to your mom, after talking to you, or he can recommend some type of plea bargain agreement. Okay. If you plead guilty or no contest, then I'm going to find you guilty, and we're going to go to the punishment portion of the case where there's the fines, court costs, and other things that can come into play. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, if you plead not guilty and you're not able to come to a resolution, you can always change your plea to guilty and before the court and have me do the punishment, or you can go and have a trial on it. Okay. So, do you wish to plead not guilty, Ms. Ramon?
Yes, sir.
The court will accept the plea of not guilty. I'm going to set this matter for pretrial. Mom, can I have your phone number, please?
361-726-1173.
And you are still at 906 East Avenue B?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, Ms. Ramon, if you have to have a trial, do you want it before the judge, which is me, or before a jury?
Before judge, sir.
Okay. All right. Okay, Mom, I just need you to come by or bring her by sometime before 5 o'clock today to sign off on the paperwork, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. So we'll go
Okay, Crystal, I got two more cases here that were juveniles that didn't show up. Well, actually, I don't know if I called this one. Court calls number 2212C006, State of Texas versus Carlos Salazar. Carlos Salazar. Let the record reflect. Mr. Salazar did not show up. And court calls cause number 2207004085, State of Texas versus Jaden Cantu. Jaden Cantu. Mr. Jaden Cantu did not make an appearance. Is that person a juvenile, Crystal? Okay. Did they ever come in to do the child obligation form? If they didn't, let's try to get a hold of the parent and then we can get him reset, okay? Because he is a juvenile. All right. The time is 11:34 and we're off the record.